Hi guys, the Nexus site recently sort of unveiled a new feature that it has, and that is the video section feature. And if you think of it as being similar to the images section, that's pretty close, but there's a little bit more to it. And I want to just discuss in this video what the feature is, how best to use it if you are somebody who wants to post videos and you want to get a little exposure using Nexus mods, how to use it, certain things I would avoid doing if I were you, but I also want to give some feedback to the developers of Nexus, of this feature, so that they could possibly improve a few things. Now, if you haven't seen this feature, it's pretty basic. It's very similar to the latest images. If you go to the latest images, you'll just see all the latest images people have posted. If you go to the latest files, all the latest files people have posted, and go to latest videos. Here they go. There's even one I've posted not so long ago. And these are all YouTube videos, and all YouTubers can now add their videos. So for example, my Skyrim Mod Sanctuary videos, I will now post in here, and they will appear in here, and so on. So absolutely everyone can do this, and you know, there are no real restrictions on it beyond the normal terms of service of what you can and cannot post. Like with the images and the files, you can click on the video section and it will give you another long list of the latest ones, but you can search through them. You can decide you don't want funny ones, or perhaps you only want funny ones, and so on, and basically find the videos that best suit you. When you click on the video icon, you get sent to a Nexus page, and there you can watch the video from the player if you want, and you can also see any of the Nexus mods that it showcases included down here. There is a comment section, so you can comment here if you don't want to comment on the YouTube page, and you can endorse. Thank you very much, somebody has endorsed it. Well, nice one. Adding videos is pretty easy. It's a little bit more involved than images and more similar to the files, to be honest. If you've added images before, there's titles, there's captions. You have to put the YouTube link. Now there are two types of links you can put here. You can put the link to your YouTube video. In fact, I will show you that. So here is my last Skyrim Mod Sanctuary. I can just go along to the top and copy, and then add that as a link. That will then be a link to that video. I fill in a title, I fill in the caption, the description, and so on. Choose the category, and even add it to a playlist. I'll come to playlists in a little while, and a few other options. You can even say which files it showcases. Now, you can't type in links here. You have to type in the mod's name. So, for example, if I wanted Immersive HUD, and then choose which one, and then you hit add, and it will tag it, and so on. So it's pretty similar. However, there is another type of link you can add. It's a video link with the playlist. And so, for example, if I go along to my Skyrim Mod Sanctuary playlist, if you're a YouTuber, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And I go to here and I copy this link. If I copy this link, that is a link to the video, but within the playlist. And if I go along to there and add that instead, you can see it's a little larger. It's the same video, but it's also got this and index equals and so on. If you add that link, it adds a little extra option. So it's well worth doing that if you use playlists. And to show you why, here is my beginner's guide to modding Skyrim Part 1, and I added the link as a playlist. And you can see not only do I have the video, which I can play, but I can also play all. And if I hit play all, what it will do is it will start playing the video, and then when it gets to the end of this one, when it gets to the end, it will go to the next item in the playlist, which is the SKSE one. So it will just keep playing all these videos in this player. So if you want it to do that, you can, and that is actually very useful. One other way that you can actually get your videos in is you can link your Nexus account to your YouTube. Well, you can allow Nexus to import from YouTube. So if I go to import from YouTube and then click on this, it will give me the option to log in to my YouTube account. And then you will get a list of your videos, and you can go along to the one you want to import, say the Skyrim Mod Sanctuary, you select the game you wish to import it to, Skyrim in this case, and then click import. And what it will do is it will put the title in, the link, but again, notice the link is directly to the video, not the playlist. So if I wanted to change to the playlist, I'd have to go and copy that manually. You add a caption, and then it imports the description that your video used. Select language, select category, and so on. And again, link any files. So it's kind of nice, it does help, speeds the process up just a little. And for the people who are not making videos but are trying out mods, they now have under the video section, not just a section which are the videos that the mod author has linked, but you have this video share option, which will list, for example, as you can see here, the Modding Skyrim Beginner's Guide. So you'll be able to check the video section for reviews about that mod. And the beauty of this is it doesn't require the authors to do anything to add it. So if there is a bunch of reviews, you can find them here. And one last little feature is that videos can be added to playlists. So if you go to the playlists section, you'll actually find the Beginner's Guide to Modding Skyrim. I have added a playlist which includes all of the videos required to basically go from being a complete beginner at modding Skyrim to, you know, pretty damned good at it. And this playlist you can play. If I go along to the Beginner's Guide to Modding Skyrim introduction, you will see the playlist here with all of the videos that are associated with it from this playlist. So it's all very convenient. So that is what the new feature is and how you can use it. But I do have some advice for people who are thinking of adding videos to the site. The first piece of advice I'm going to give you is going to be a strange one coming from me, but it is to be brief. And specifically, I'm talking about the introduction. This is straight from the YouTube video. And as you can see, it doesn't minimize and then give you view more. It completely spams the section. So it pushes the video showcases file section down and the comment section down and the little section that, you know, shows the views and endorse, which, yeah, I don't know whether that's a deal, but this information is also completely over the top for the Nexus page. For example, this is a list of all of the videos in this playlist, which they can access by play all, or because I've added them to a Nexus playlist, they can see here. Well, they would be able to see this here if they didn't have to scroll all the way down. So this is kind of redundant information. I have also added all the links. These can go because it is much better to add it here. Now, you might be thinking, well, I don't really care too much about this. People can scroll. There is an unfortunate side effect. Because it doesn't minimize this, because it doesn't sort of, you know, show you the first 3 or 4 lines and allow you to view more, if you go along to the mod, because I've linked this into this mod, and then go along to the video share, you will see my video and then a massive, great, big, long introduction. And then the next person's video. Now, he's done the right thing and done a very small description. And imagine if there were like 5 or 6 videos like this with these enormous things. It really is irritating for the people watching it. People are not going to like this. They don't need this information and they're just going to be annoyed with you for providing it. So what I'm going to be doing is basically deleting everything about this except probably that. The playlist, that could be done from here. The files that are linked in, that could be done here. Perhaps the helpful links I'll leave in, I'm not totally sure. I don't think I need Skyrim Nexus, for example. But you get the idea. Try to make this something that looks snappy here. Because people are going to look and think, all right, do I want to watch this video? And this is just a mess. So try to be brief and try to realize there is a difference between the description on your Nexus page and the YouTube description. They're used in very, very different ways. The next piece of advice I'm going to give video uploaders may be a little controversial, but I'm going to say it. I would avoid linking your videos to mods unless your video is about that mod. And specifically, I'm thinking of things like Machinima and Let's Plays. Let's Plays and Machinima will often use 20 and 30 mods, and I don't think it's a good idea to link those in, and I have a pretty good reason for it. We're going to use Immersive HUD as an example because it's fairly safe to do so and uncontroversial. If I go to the video section and I go to the video share, there is one video currently, and it is a video devoted to Immersive HUD. It's one I made, but just assume for now it was one that another YouTuber had made, and they've added a review of my mod, and it's here. It's useful, right? It's going to be useful. So you've got the file videos. These are the videos I've uploaded myself specifically. And these are the videos other people have clicked. If you're in this section, you're looking at Immersive HUD and you've clicked on this link, what are you going to want to see? You're going to be wanting to see reviews and showcase videos about the mod whose page you're on. Let me tell you what you're not going to want to see. You're not going to want to see 400 videos of Let's Play that just happen to use Immersive HUD. Because, for example, I have about 400 Let's Play Skyrims, probably more actually, and every single one of them uses Immersive HUD, and every single one of them's got a massive long list of mods, a massive long list of mods. If I add those, then every time you go to the video share of anything, whether it be Immersive HUD, Sky UI, you know, the high quality textures mod, and the SMIM, all the popular mods, I mean, they'll have 400 of my videos and hundreds of other YouTuber videos and hundreds of some other YouTubers. There'll be thousands of videos linked that use Sky UI, and it will be utterly redundant to the person who needs to view it. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to link mods to your Let's Play videos. What I'm saying at the moment is it will probably cause issues. So it would be nice if you could link them and people could go to your Let's Play and go, oh, we use this mod and this mod and this mod and this mod. What I'm suggesting for now is you hold off from doing that. If your video is not a showcase video or a mod review or something specifically devoted, I mean, if you're doing a Let's Play of Falscar, and you link that Let's Play to Falscar and just Falscar, that kind of makes sense. Although, what I would probably do is link the first episode. If it's a 20 episode series, link the first episode and link it as a playlist. Don't link the whole thing. Because if you spam the person's video section, let's just say you go to my Immersive HUD and you click the video share, you want to look for reviews, and instead you see 400 Let's Plays, it's going to make this area redundant. And I think most of us can you know, relate to the fact that that really does hurt this feature. And if that alone is not enough to make you think, you know, I'll do it, if you don't care about that, think of it this way. If somebody goes along to these video sections trying to get a review, and they keep finding 400 videos by Gopher and his Let's Plays, trying to promote his Let's Plays, they're not going to have a very good opinion of Gopher. They're not. They're going to think he is using this section to promote his videos, and he's harming my ability to find out information. So I would just avoid it right now. Now, what I'm hoping will happen, and this is where I've got some feedback for the devs, is the video share section should only show videos that come under the category of showcase or review. So if you've got a Let's Play or a funny Machinima or something like that, and you flag it as Machinima and Let's Play, it doesn't appear here. It appears on your video. So when you go to your video, you can click and it will appear in Immersive HUD. But when I click here, or perhaps it has new sections. File videos, these are the author allowed ones. Review videos, and then next to it, Let's Play videos or something like this. That would allow you to link all of your videos to the to the mods in question. If you are somebody who has uploaded a lot of Machinima or Let's Plays and you have linked, 50 mods, what I would encourage you to do is go along and view some of the mod pages you have used and look at that page and ask yourself, if you were just a general user trying to get a handle on whether you wanted to use SkyUI or Immersive HUD or anything else, would you appreciate it if you found long lists of videos that really didn't actually help you, other than to let you know that somebody uses this in-game? Now, there are going to be exceptions. Again, maybe you're doing a Let's Play specifically to showcase 1 or 2 mods in such a way, and you put that in. I can sort of see it. So I'm not saying this is a blanket statement. Use some common sense. Try to decide, is your video something people want to see on that page? If not, don't link it for now. And hopefully Nexus will get a slightly better system of showing the videos here. I mean, it's early days, the system's just been rolled out. Now, I did say I had some advice as well for the Nexus devs, and I do. Obviously, I've already covered the fact that it would probably be a good idea if this video share section only showed reviews and showcases, or at least split them into different sections. Something else I would like to see is this section here, the description. I think it should only show the first few lines. Very similar to how it does the front page, for example. If you have a news article, very often you'll see continue reading the full article, same with the videos, continue, and so on. So it limits the space. I think that would be a good idea in this section, so you didn't get the massive spam. It would actually allow people to use larger descriptions on the occasions when it was actually needed. I am also thinking it might be a good idea if you can reorder the videos as they appear, because at the moment they seem to appear in whichever was added latest. But I'm thinking perhaps it would be a good idea to order them by the number of endorsements they've got. So this would encourage people who thought the video was useful to click a thumbs up. But I would also have the thumbs up visible here on this video page and make it more like a, was this video helpful? Because if people are going to come along to, say, a quality world map with roads, and eventually there'll be, say, 50 videos, they're going to want to know which of the videos people found the most helpful, possibly, probably. And it might be, rather than having 50 to go through, because there are, this system will get used quite a lot, it might be nice for people to be able to sort of rank them. And finally, for the layout, when looking at the video, I was thinking not only, again, would I have the description somewhat truncated and then an option to extend it if you want to see it all, I think I would also prefer the layout of the video showcases. I'm guessing that's supposed to be saying showcases. I think that should be kind of like the playlist here along the side. So if the description ended here and then the mods linked to was down here, and then this comment section went all the way up to the top, so you could quickly see all the comments on the video, plus the linked mods on this side. Probably the linked mods would come below this section, the views and endorsements, and then underneath it, the playlists. And so that is it. We now have a functioning video section. This has been something we've been waiting for since around about Skyrim, actually, and it seems pretty solid. A few improvements needed perhaps, but generally a big thumbs up from me. For me personally, it's going to change some of my habits. I will no longer be posting things like Skyrim Mod Sanctuary on the news page. They obviously belong on the latest video page. If I post anything on the news section, it will be news or something very specific to Nexus. For example, there is going to be a new version of Nexus Mod Manager sometime in the future that is going to be quite different, and I will of course be doing a tutorial, a how-to on that, and perhaps that will appear on the site news section, but in general from now on, if you are watching my videos, you will see them appear here, or of course you could just subscribe to me on YouTube. A little simpler, I guess. So there you have it. Leave any feedback or questions down below. If you feel I haven't covered something, tell me and I will try to make a follow-up video. Okay guys, I will catch you later.